Mexico City, the capital, had been bracing for the disaster for years. Ever since it opened nearly a decade ago, the newest Mexico City subway line, a heralded expansion of the second-largest subway system in the Americas, had been plagued with structural weaknesses that led engineers to warn of potential accidents. Yet other than a brief, partial shutdown of the line in 2014, the warnings went unheeded by successive governments. On Monday night, the mounting problems turned fatal. A subway train on the Golden Line plunged about 50 feet after an overpass collapsed underneath it, killing at least 24 people and injuring dozens more. The accident, and the government's failure to act sooner to fix known problems with the line, immediately set off a political firestorm for three of the most powerful people in Mexico: the president and the two people widely believed to be front-runners to succeed him as leaders of the governing party and possibly, the country. The crash occurred at 10:22 p.m. on one of the newest stretches of track in the subway system, the Golden Line, also called Line 12, which was inaugurated in 2012. Nearly 250,000 passengers ride Line 12 every day, officials said. Local residents had expressed concern about the structural integrity of the overpass, including cracks in the concrete, after a powerful earthquake devastated parts of the city in September 2017. Workers hired to operate and maintain the subway system issued over a dozen complaints to transport authorities over the years, which they said were all ignored. This could have been avoided, said Homero Zavala, a representative of a union of Mexico City's subway workers. If us workers were really listened to by this administration, a lot of problems would be avoided. But authorities ignored the workers' calls for proper maintenance, he added, and some of those who spoke out, including Mr. Zavala, were fired. Harrowing video of the accident showed the overpass suddenly collapsing in a shower of sparks, sending up a cloud of debris as one of the train cars smashed down into a vehicle on the road below. Emergency workers scrambled to access the tilted train cars lying amid tangled wires and twisted metal, eventually pulling dozens of people from the wreckage and transporting more than 70 people to hospitals with injuries. Most of the 24 people who were killed in the crash were found dead on site by rescue crews, officials said. Desperate relatives flocked to the scene for news of their loved ones, while others scoured city hospitals and searched for any scrap of news on social media in hopes of finding their family members. "I'm looking for my son," Marisol Tapia told reporters through sobs. "I can't find him anywhere." Hours later, her 13-year-old son, Brandon Giovanni Hernandez Tapia, was still missing. "I went to all the hospitals and they say he's not there," she told reporters gathered at the crash site on Tuesday.